country on there?
Hey,
you gonna get country on that hood hog?
Hey, man,
you gonna put him on there?
Country's already on there.
Man. He need episode 2.
Episode 2.
It's your girl Naomi Da Vinci, and you is right here with the one and only hood hierarchy. You already know.
Oh man, look, man, OG Tulo, man, the Coke Talker Houston. You know what I'm saying? 8 times, man, dirty size, man. You know, this is what it is, man. You know, rocking with my boy, Uncle Beats.
First of all, yo, salute to everybody in the building, man. This Jap City TV, y'all already know what's going on. Bandana Road, East Side Legend. I'm in this boy with Hierarchy, with my boy Uncle Beats. Y'all already know what's going on. East Side Chicago, West Side Chicago, low end, Wild Hunters. Acknowledge me. Let's get up, man. Let's talk about it, man.
Yo, y'all. This hood hierarchy. This your girl Star with 3 R's. Y'all got it. This is the best platform for the artists.
Now we gonna start with the South Side, where GDs and BDs and Blackstones don't coincide. So let me be your tour guide. So when you in a certain area, you will know what that hood ride.
How you doing, Two Sweets? How you doing?
Hey.
Good to have you here. If somebody was trying to be a guest on the Gangster Chronicles, what's the qualification?
Man, just have an interesting story, man. That's how we made our name, man. We really made our name off of just having interesting people on, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, dog, I'd rather talk to an interesting person than a celebrity any day, dog.
There we go.
Any day. So if you got something interesting,
I was on the Gangster Chronicles, so I guess I'm interesting, people.
Yo, what up, people? Y'all tapped in with President Sly, Hood Hierarchy. Y'all checking out, you know what I'm saying? Unc right here. Stay tuned. Buffalo, New York in the building. Aye.
Okay, so it is what it is. I am that girl, Olivia. This is Hood Hierarchy with Uncle Beats. Make sure you guys remember to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you are absolutely amazing. No matter what anybody says, you got this. Yes, life gets hard and it may knock you on your feet, but guess what? You'll jump right back up because why? We wobbles, but we don't fall down.
All right, it's your boy Lil Matt. Shout out Hood Hierarchy, Uncle Beats, salute all the way from St. Martin, Mississippi.
What's the hood?
Brooklyn, New York, Tampa, Florida, Ybor City. What up?
This your boy Snap G, and you tapping in with Snap G and Uncle Beats on Hood Hierarchy, Mobcast. Tune in, hit the like, hit the share. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hit the share, your front door, I will be there.
Everybody that go on YouTube right quick and subscribe to Hood Hierarchy. ASAP. Subscribe to Hood Hierarchy. ASAP. Now play that music, DJ.
Hey, was fixing a few technical difficulties because this is difficult sometimes. This is difficult, but we here. So, as y'all know, it's the Hood Hierarchy Mobcast, and it's me, Uncle Beats, in the streets like white lines, on the corner like a stop sign. If you want us to be all right, hit that like. If you care, hit that share. If you really own it, leave a comment. If you want us to survive, hit subscribe. And if you really want to get us out the trap, put some on that Hood Hierarchy Cash App. Shouts to everybody out that been supporting us, donating, doing whatever, telling people about it, sharing. Man, we really appreciate you. I got a very special guest in the building today. It's finna go down. So, hey, don't say I didn't bring y'all another good one. I'm gonna roll the intro and we coming right back. Hood Hierarchy. Every single episode, man, we gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I've been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet ghetto.
We made so much doing that. I started taking that money, throwing the concerts.
It's your boy Project Pata, Hood Hierarchy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, man, if it ain't in the hood, man, it ain't on here.
Hey, this your boy Mario Cannon, man. And you rocking with Hood Hierarchy. You already know what's going down. Team Pretty P stand up. It's a wrap. Tune in.
It's Deli Dale. And whenever I got time and I'm relaxing and I'm chilling, I don't give a damn if I'm laying in the bed with you. I'm checking out Hood Hierarchy. And it's just that simple, just that easy.
This is 7 Up, man, straight from Brooklyn. I want y'all to check my boy out, Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy. Get the dopest interviews, the dopest content, the dopest platform, straight from Chi-Town, man. You know what it is, man. We representing Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy. That's the highest of prestige. Get it? You already know. That's on game. You heard?
One was saying this the one and only HD president, Mr. Bow Bow Bow. This is Hood Hierarchy checking in. I'm signing out. HD4, Bow Bow Bow.
Bow, bow, bow. So I want to give a special shout out to my my diehard Hood Hierarchy family. That would be Corey Coconut Wright, Nike, Big Six Davis, Jackie, Rondell, Dirty Red Sherman, Jasmine Gummy Bell Reigns. You know, y'all always show up and support. Highly appreciate it. And everybody else who's supporting, but you ain't commenting, I don't know why, because everybody watches the show and tell me about it. You know, it helps us stay in the algorithm when you leave a comment, when you interact. So appreciate y'all, man. I can't thank y'all enough because y'all come here every night, man. Y'all give y'all input. But I ain't gonna hold it up. Get in them comments, drop y'all hood, drop y'all city, drop y'all state. To my guests, make sure you accepted that tag on Facebook, on your Facebook. Make sure we on your page. Make sure to live on your page, cause it's finna go all the way down. You know. Now, this guy came heavily recommended, so I ain't gonna hold it up. I'm gonna bring him in. This is my guy. I just love the name. OGSin, y'all. Give it up. Give it up.
What it do?
Give it up. Now, the full name, what is it? EvilN?
EvilN OGSin.
EvilN OGSin. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man.
Definitely good to see you again, Uncle B. On the
You know,
real.
you come highly recommended when anytime. Oh, you know what? Turn your other phone down. Turn it down. Oh, first, before we get into it, look and make sure it's on your Facebook page because I want to make sure your people see it.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So, you came highly recommended, man. Anytime Freddie C hit me up and say, he got somebody I need to check out there. That's top quality, man. Shouts out to Freddie C, the Brick
Most
fan.
definitely. Shout out to Freddie C. Brick Squad.
So with that being said, y'all get in there, drop them comments, drop y'all city, drop y'all states, interact with us because y'all opinions matter.
Most definitely.
And if this y'all first time catching this, don't think I'm being rude to my guests if I have to go read the comments because the streets is who make us, you know, so we got to represent the streets. So with that being said, before I get all into your business, I got to ask you a few questions about what's trending right now, right?
Okay.
So, Cam Newton, retired athlete, he got 8 kids, about 2 baby mamas, and he said he don't plan on getting married no time soon, that he ain't ready to settle down. And he said Nick Cannon doing the same thing. So I want to know what y'all think because this is trending right now. What do you think about that? Do you think if somebody have 8 kids, they need to find one woman to be with and marry him or what? What you think?
I mean, 8 kids, you're gonna have problems finding a woman. If one of them kids ain't by her.
Right. It's gonna be rough.
And it's crazy because for men and women is different. Like when a man meet a woman, if she got 8 kids, you just automatically gotta accept the kids. But with men, let you have 8 kids. I
Well,
don't
you
know.
know, one of my homeboys, he got about 9. So him and his lady get into it. And I said, oh, you'll be home tonight. Ain't nobody finna put up with no 9 kids. Like she stuck with you forever.
Yeah.
give it a give it a few hours. Ain't nobody finna put up with it. But I
When you
think they trying to say, oh, this is exactly what they said. The person interviewing him said he's causing broken homes because he not able to be there with the kids. So do you think that messes a kid up if they don't have both parents there?
I'm gonna say yes and no. I mean, I was raised by a single parent. My mom raised me. My dad died when I was 12. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, my mom was both my father and my mother. Like she was a. I don't want to say it, but to be honest, a lot of women ain't made like they was back then. And that ain't saying nothing against the women of today. It's
Right.
just saying that women back then did it differently. Like my mom always said, she ain't need no man.
Okay. Well, what do y'all think? Cause I was raised by my mom and my dad, but I have a small army myself. But I'm not with their mamas. But you know, they always been around me. They always with me. So it's like, yeah, they didn't have me in the home with them. But you know, I'm always accessible today. So matter of fact, my son ended up living with me. But I still, like I say, I'm always accessible. So I really don't know. I guess it could have been better if I was with the mamas, but let's see what the streets say. They got my radio partner Sadie L. Walker in the building. Salute to you, Sadie Star. Y'all check us out on the Sadie Star Show every Sunday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on 106.3 FM. So 106.3 FM. Y'all can catch it everywhere though. Chicago, internet, everywhere. Corey Wright in the building. Coconut in the building. He said another Double H movie. That's right. Nike Big Six Davis in the building. He said good evening. And he said, yes, indeed. Born in Cook County Hospital, raised in Richard Pryor Land, aka P-Town. He said, ain't no woman gonna marry them with them 8 kids. She got child support in her. She know ain't number child support in your future. He said, I got 6 kids, 5 BMs. Okay. He right. Women and mothers were different from nowadays mothers. Yeah, I knew you would agree with that, Six. Okay, I got another one. I got another one. Little baby just caught a pistol case in Vegas. Do you think rappers should have to ride around with pistols or should they have lawyers? I mean, should they have security when they rich like that?
Hey, um, that's a hard question. I mean, because the whole point of the getting yourself financially stable is to get out the hood. So then once you get financially stable, if you still like on certain types of hood shit, that ain't gonna do nothing but mess up your financial stability. So
Right.
I mean, it's a yes and a no. I mean, because if if you still treading the line, of course you're gonna have to protect yourself. I ain't never
Right.
gonna say nothing against that. Because at the end of the day, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm just gonna say, me myself, if you don't put yourself in certain positions, then ain't no need for the extracurricular. But at the end of the day, better be safe than sorry.
Yeah, like you say, because my dad ain't never been no criminal. He's 75, but he keep it on legally too. He keep it on, and
Most
it's like
definitely.
But in Lil Baby's defense, they said he has a legal permit to have a gun in Atlanta. So I don't know why it got messed up. But I just be wondering, like, why do these rappers risk putting themselves in jail when they already be there? Just pay somebody to be security. But
Well, I think the bigger part of that is more reputation than anything else.
right,
You know what I'm saying? I've been in the hood all my life, and sometimes it's hard to uh to change or to do something different. Like if you've been doing something, all your life a certain way, even if it's a better way to do it, you've been doing it this way for so long. It's like I don't know no other way to do it. But I feel you on that because they jeopardizing everything that they just worked hard for. They could lose in a fail swoop. But a lot of artists,
it is hard though. Like when you from what you came from, because it have been a bunch of times. I'd have been on the road and I got a Mac 11 in the book bag because I'm picking up money. It's just
that's what I was just going to say.
you never know you never know who gonna pull it, and yeah, you could be protected, but ain't nothing like protecting yourself. You can
Right.
trust.
Because ain't
What you
nobody
looking
going to do it
away
like
at,
you
man?
going to do it.
If somebody over there telling you the answers to give, we can't have that, man. This ain't like them R. Kelly interviews, man. You
Are
looking
you talking
away
about
like,
me?
yeah, you looking away at something like
Oh
somebody
no,
telling you.
I'm getting. You told me to put it on my book, and I'm
Oh,
getting comments on my page.
tell them to come to YouTube or come to my page because we need to see the comments on. Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. You comment, okay. See y'all, he working. He understands that it got to be promoted. But okay, you're
Oh,
right.
most definitely. It's all about promotion.
All about promote. Let me check in with the streets. Oh no, we got Tay Bailey in here. He said both. As far as you got to tell me which one you was talking about, Tay. Come on back and tell us. Uh, Nike Davis said, "Now I need my weapon and get a good lawyer too. Always and can't trust nobody." Corey Wright said, "You should always have security with you, and if you're blessed enough to have a license to carry, then you need that too." Dustin Williams in the building. I got 13 St. Martinville, Louisiana in the building.
Hey, I only got one other thing to say on that note, though. Real
What's that?
talk, and it's just me keeping it a band. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Man, I know that.
So
I know. I know that's right. Kona said like NBA YoungBoy locked up because he wanted to keep a reputation. Yeah, you got people that ain't famous locked up because they want to keep a reputation. Tay
real
Belly
talk.
said, "I'm a she." Oh my goodness, my bad, Tay. You got a universal name though, unisex name. So my bad. Don't take that personal. But that's fine. But what? But stay with us, Tay. Stay with us. So how about this? What do y'all think about this? Um, the rapper Tyga and Mayweather, they trying to hit him with a RICO case because a jeweler said they didn't gave them jewelry and they didn't pay for it. They had people come pick it up and they ain't pay for it. But they said they should get it for free because of the status of who they are. Now, should people be able to get stuff for free from certain clothing companies or whatever when you're gonna get a lot of promotion if I use your stuff? What you think about that?
Of course. I mean, because I'm adding sales, I'm
Right,
marketing, I'm
right.
promoting. If I got a platform and my platform got, let's say, 1 million followers, and a certain amount of uh what's the word I'm looking for? Movement, I guess you would say movement every day. You know what I'm saying? I may be reaching people that you're not reaching, or that your promotion not reaching. That's the whole
And
point
that's
of
the first
politicking
thing
and
they gonna
networking.
say is, man, Mayweather one of my customers and all that. That's the first thing they gonna say when they selling the stuff anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So
So
if you're not gonna pay me for my promotion, the least you could do is give me the stuff for free.
there we go. Yeah, what y'all think about that? What you think about that, Tay? What do you think? Should they have to pay or what? Okay, so here's what I want to know, man. So we got as of recent, it's been a bunch of them, but the latest one is YSL. He gone viral for snitching. They
Yeah.
go these snitches. They get to go on podcasts and get paid. Have clip. They getting paid off of being a snitch. Do you think that's how the game should be?
Fuck no. I mean, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be. Let me pardon my English, but I'm real animate on this subject because the first case that I ever caught, well, where I'm at anyway, it was somebody that I didn't even know that told on me. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Sent the police to my house and said, "Oh, I know he over there with some drugs." And just so happened, yeah, I was there with some drugs. But at the end of the day, the police would have never known had he not sent them to my house. And
wow.
it got me a 40-year charge.
Oh, wow.
Real talk.
Woo.
I'm just now getting from up under this charge right now. I'm actually waiting on my P officer right now to discharge me right now.
Oh, so you want the prison for it?
Yes. I've been in and out of prison and on parole for since '99 for the last 25 years.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's a
Yep.
subject that we like to talk about on Hood Hierarchy. To try
Real
and
talk. I mean,
try
just
people.
to give you a brief background on it,
Right,
nigga, at the end of the day, I was doing what everybody do,
right,
trying to provide for my family, period,
right,
point blank. Like I said, I didn't even know this cat. Just so happened we living in a complex area where it's like a bunch of apartments close together. It's not
right,
projects, but you can call them projects. Feel what I'm
right.
saying? And everybody know I have a lot of activity at my house, but if I don't know you, you don't come to my house.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying? Dude knew something was, he didn't know what was going on, but he knew something was going on. He get
Right,
bumped off with I don't even remember what it was he got bumped off with. But the police told him, well, if you can give us somebody where we can go in there and get some drugs off of them or something off of them, we'll let you go.
right.
Sure enough, he brought him right to my house.
Put them right on you.
At the
So
at the end at the end of the day, if you out here playing the game and you out here running around with drugs, guns, stuff like that, doing whatever it is you're doing, when the heat come down, when them people put them goggles on and they look at you, don't
right,
shake in your boots then. Don't, you know what I'm saying? You chose to do
right,
what you're doing.
exactly. You know what? I gotta ask you this question. Of course, let me see what them streets say. Anytime we come up with the snitching, let me see what the streets say. Uh, we got us before me, the Thug Bible movement in the building. My guy, Short Body, OGs and Young Gods podcast. Check them out. Check them out. Uh, on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. Also, check out my guy Boogie Flavors. Let's Chop It Up podcast. Um, oh, and before I go any further, once again, this is EvilN OGSin in the building,
In the
y'all.
building, baby.
In the building, and he letting us know what's really real out here. Kona said, "Stitches get snitches." Back then, now these snitches get riches. Yes, they do. Snitches get riches nowadays. Somebody says snitches they get riches. He right. Uh, Tay Bailey, she said, "Nah, you know snitches. What snitches get? Not with the snitching." Look, cuz in the building, DeAndre Harris.
I'm doing the interview, but I'm also
My
commenting with
my rep.
people on my
Hey,
thing.
no, you know what? I'm not mad at you because you work in the algorithm. Nobody ever done this before. So
Not.
and
It's not.
Ante
It's
Belly
not gonna
said,
pick
"Hey,
you up.
bro,
See?
OG Sin." She said, "Hey, bro." So now let me ask you something else about snitches, because it got so crazy with the snitches, right? Now,
Okay.
some of these snitches be real live gangsters. They dangerous. They be killers, everything. So once they become a snitch, does that make them less dangerous?
Not at all. They twice as dangerous because
Why?
not
Why
only will
twice?
they kill you or take it there, but if you put them in a position where they fucked up, they'll tell on you too.
Right. So yeah, damn.
So that's a double negative. I mean, at the end of the day, to be honest, I'd much rather face a killer than a snitch.
Right.
Because at the
Right.
end of the day, I've been dealing with killers and playing
Right.
that my whole life. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we always do. That's what security is for, to guard us against the haters, the people that wish to do us harm. But the
Right.
snitches, them be the ones you don't see coming. Because 9 times out of 10, the person that snitch on you be the person sitting right next to you or right behind you.
Man, it's a cold game.
Real talk.
I got one more snitch question for y'all. Then I'm gonna get off the snitching, right? And I had this with Project Pat. I was asking them about it. So, say one of your homies is riding with you, and they get or say when your house got raided for the drug thing. Say they
Right.
came, how they grab you, and they snatch up one of your homies that ain't got nothing to do with it. Is it your job? Is it your job to say, hey, he ain't got nothing to do with this, or do he just supposed to shut up and ride it out with you and go to jail with you too? How does that work?
Well, in two parts, that's a yes and a yes. Because yeah, it's on you to stand up and be like, everything in here mine. That's just like if the police run in your crib, and let's say you got drugs in your crib and you in the crib with your wife and your kids. You ain't finna let your wife take the rap for your stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You gonna tell the police, no, she ain't had nothing to do with that. That's all mine. Everything over there me. The same thing go for your mans. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
First of all. Second of all, yeah, he's supposed to just shut up, not say nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because anything he say might mess the whole situation up. But at the end of the day, if your man's if he doing the same thing you doing and he got something to do with it, then that's different. I don't know. That'll play out how it play out. But I'm from a different era. My era, we always was like, why would all of us go down for whatever?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If well, not even so much as take your weight. Yeah, take your weight. But what I'm saying is, let's say it's me and 3 of my guys in the car, and I got I got my burn on me, or whatever, and the police yank us. I'm not gonna let all 4 of us go down.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's the era I come from. The era I come from, we didn't see it wasn't no we all going to jail.
Right.
Because don't nobody want to say nothing. No, somebody gonna stand up and, hey man, look, that was mine. Woo woo. I mean, it's been times, when I was younger that it might not even been that person's stuff, but just because he one of the people's and he ain't never been in trouble and everybody else done been in trouble, he'd be like, hey, it was mine. He gonna get a slap on the wrist.
Right. That's what Project Pat said. He said the other guys is gonna get lost in the system, and you're gonna get a slap on the wrist.
And you're gonna get a slap on the wrist. So you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a different era. Because nowadays they don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Back in my day, it didn't have to be mine or his or whoever it was. If you knew you ain't got no kind of nothing on your back or nothing on your head, but you hanging with the guys and everybody you hanging with got some on their back and some on their head,
Right.
then you already know what position you play being in the car or being with them.
Just hanging with them. My
Just
mama
hanging
told me
with them.
that when I had my case, and I was 100% innocent, and it was getting on my nerves. Like I had a pretrial release with the feds, and it's kind of like it's kind of like probation or parole already or something. You ain't even got
Oh
found
well.
guilty. So I got tired of checking. I was almost ready to say they can just lock me back up to the case over. And she
Oh,
said,
the
"How you
real.
gonna get mad? And you knew who you was hanging with.
And you
You was
knew you was
around
it.
stuff, so you can't get mad now." But
Mm-mm.
I guess that's why I'm not married, because you said something about saving the wife, and that's to me, that's why selling drugs is the devil's work. Because honestly, if I'm gonna be selling drugs, my wife better be ready for me to have a girlfriend. Because girlfriend gonna take that ride if they come in there, right? I'm gonna protect my wife and kids completely different than I
I
would
was just
protect.
gonna say.
But if you eating off of what I'm doing, you just as guilty. So go to
And
jail
yeah,
and let me come get you out of jail. So
and yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, your wife just as guilty because even if she ain't participating, she know, and she reaping the fruits of your labor. But the difference is, uh, there's levels to everything, okay? And I guess I'm one of them type people. I'm good at compartmentalizing, putting everything where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if if you go down, who gonna be there to reach for you and take care of you? That's what the wifey for. You know what I'm saying? That's why she's supposed to be put up where can't nothing touch her.
that's why I had to have a girlfriend. I had to have a side chick when I was in the street. Cause she
I
can go
mean,
down.
I'll say yes and no because some people, yeah, they move better with females or whatever, who out the van. But I'm gonna say no also because you don't have to have a side chick to be in the streets.
Well,
Some of my niggas say you can't be truly in the streets even if you got a girlfriend or a wife.
I was just about to say,
Real
but
talk.
women keep it realer than dudes do. I hate
Yes,
to explain
yes,
to people.
I will accept that. I agree with you on that one.
You know, I used to be all about the guys. Then I figured out all about the women, and
Yeah.
I can get some head too.
Don't tell nobody.
That's hood
That's
hierarchy,
always a
dog.
perk. That's always a
This
perk.
is
But we
it.
go
This
put
is hood
put that over
hierarchy,
there.
dog. So it's a plus. It's a plus with my
Uh,
women. But yeah. I'm just talking, y'all. So
most
with that
definitely.
being said, hold on. Let me check in with the streets. You know, I know they get going off of this stuff. Hold on, especially when I got an OG in the building.
Hey, you know it.
They love an OG on here. Konak got a good one. He said, "How did you come up with the name EvilN, bro?"
EvilN.
Yeah.
Well, if you break it down, it's every villainous individual living as a nation. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you spell evil backwards, it's spell live. Put the dash in on it. In order to live in today's society, you got to put up with the evil that's also in society.
I never knew that if you spell it backwards. I never thought
Yeah.
about that.
EVIL,
Yeah,
LIVE.
I never
Evil is
thought of
live.
Wow.
Yep. And
Big
that's where
Six
evil
said,
end comes from. Because in uh this is when I want to say I was probably about 15, 16, and call it what y'all want, whatever. We used to play Dungeons and Dragons back in the day in the hood. Nigga, yeah, we did play Dungeons and Dragons. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just keep it a band. But we was playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it was one of them things where everybody was talking about how society and they was relating it to the Dungeons and Dragons, like what's going on in society and how it's always good versus evil or rich versus poor or
right.
this versus that. Well, a friend of mine, God rest his soul, who gone right now, one of my brothers from another mother, my brother Snake, he
Rest in
he
peace.
uh he posed this question to me. He said, would the evil in society be in society without society accepting it?
It's deep.
And it fucked me up. I told him, I said, look, that's something I can't answer. I'm gonna investigate it. You know what I'm saying? And he literally came up with the whole concept of EvilN right then. We was about 15, 16. He said, well, the evil that's in society is the reason why society is messed up, but people accept the evil that's in it.
Yeah.
And that's when I came up with EvilN.
If they didn't accept it, it definitely wouldn't go.
It wouldn't be there. That's just like I was just finna say, not to, well, I guess to come back on what we was just talking about with the snitches real quick. If people didn't accept snitches coming back to the hood and still being able to be in the hood, snitches being on TV and radio and making music and okay, yeah, your music sound good. Okay, yeah, you got some bars and yeah, you spitting hot. But are you living what you spitting? Is what you spitting real? Or is you spitting another nigga's life? Or some shit you done read in a book?
Preach.
That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? And from my era, that's the difference from what the rappers from my era, it wasn't like they was just rapping about the hood and this and that and selling dope and popping guns and all that. They was really doing that. If they wasn't really doing it at the time, they was doing it before they started rapping. That's why when they spit it, that's why certain artists, have you ever noticed how certain artists can talk about anything and you feel it, it resonates with you? But then certain artists can only talk about certain stuff.
You know what, man? You know what? Sorry, streets, if I missed y'all questions. Everybody salute you on coming
My
up with
bad.
your name, on how you came up with your name. But you know, this is hood hierarchy, man. And you spend a lot of stuff. So we got to verify this, man. So with that being said, we got to screen you, dog. What city and state are you from?
Southside, Wild Hunters, Chi-Town.
Town, baby. And
All the
you
way.
said where already. So if somebody is in Chicago and they trying to grab something to eat, somebody tell you they pulling up to Chicago, what would you send them to get some hood food from? What would you tell them?
I'm sending them to the Taste of Chicago, hands down, on 111th Michigan.
111th in Michigan, Taste of Chicago.
Out the gate. Get a gym shoe.
There
Go
we
get you a
go.
gym shoe. That roast beef, corned beef, and gyro meat, boy, with 3 different types of cheeses.
Oh, they put gyro meat on their gym shoe?
Boy, it's roast beef, corned beef, gyro meat, and it's on a foot-long bun. And you get 3 different types of cheeses. It's like Swiss cheese, American cheese, and some other cheese with lettuce, tomatoes, all the fixings. All the fixings. I ain't been able to eat a whole one yet, but I'm sure
you definitely
trying.
picked somewhere in the hood. You definitely picked the hood.
Oh yeah. Listen, I like I tell people, I go to different cities, or I've been to different cities. I don't claim to be been everywhere, but real quick, different cities, different places, they got hoods, you know, here and there. Like if you go to, let's say, Dallas, they're gonna tell you all, go over there, that's the hood. Or if you go to wherever, they're gonna tell you all the hood over there. If you go to Chicago, Chicago is the hood. Understand what I'm saying?
Pretty much. It's more
Chicago
hood
is the hood. As soon as you
more
cross
hood
the
than-
boundary of Chicago, you in somebody hood.
Yeah, buddy. I would have to agree. Speaking of hood, favorite hood movie?
Favorite hood movie? I gotta say 3, because I got 3 all-time greats. Blue Hill Avenue.
We'll get to do that. Blue Hill Avenue, great.
Blue Hill Avenue. What's my man's? I can't even think of it. The one where he say "Pop go the Weasel." I can't remember the name of the movie, but in the movie, dude got the blade.
Jack City, right?
No, that ain't New Jack City. No, that's when he say something about a lullaby, cancel your ass. But it's like I want to say it got Forrest Whitaker in it and some other. But he like Pop go. He like, man, I see it. Pop go the Weasel and do up the blades like. But I can't remember the name of that one. And then you gotta go with Belly. But see, I still ain't put Scarface in there. Like so, like it's a lot of good hood. Great.
People don't realize that Scarface is a hood movie too.
Yeah, that's legendary hood.
Top 3 rappers that like
top 3 rappers. Okay, see, when you ask me top 3 rappers, you gotta ask. Are you saying of all time, or are you saying
just your top 3? Just your top 3 dudes.
Okay, I'm gonna hurt people. I'm gonna hurt people hard with this one. Real talk. And I don't even like to have this conversation, but I'm gonna hurt people hard with this one. Because quiet as kept, my favorite rapper of all time, I gotta say, is E40.
Easy. What you talking about? How you gonna hurt people hard with that?
Because a lot of people don't feel like he the greatest, and I feel like he the greatest. Because what E40 done on the music side, a lot of people don't pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many other artists 100% royalties. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Way before it was fashionable. E40 was not only giving you music, but he was giving you game with the music. A lot of people didn't listen and pay attention.
Whoever doubts the E40 not one of the greatest, just go listen to the art of storytelling by E40.
Ooh, ooh.
You
Tell
know
them
that
again.
joint.
Tell them again. Tell them again. You know what I'm saying? And then I gotta go with Twista and T.I.
Twista and T.I. I can rock with that list. Your list. This is episode 202, and nobody have picked them three people. I think Twista might have made it on a few people list, but that's a first though. You got a first, so
Real talk.
definitely.
Well,
Dope
see,
list.
the difference for me is because I'm an artist. As an artist, I'm not just listening to what you're saying, but I'm also listening to how you say what you're saying. Because
Right.
anybody could get on the mic and just be like, "Oh, the sky is blue, the street is black, and I'm coming in. Your shit is whack." You know, anybody could be basic and tell you a story or talk about something. But
can
how?
anybody say I got Percocets and a Bentley and I'm getting high? Can anybody say that?
No, because a lot of people ain't doing that. A lot of people ain't doing that. Real
That's
talk.
the new. That's all they rap about now. With a
Oh, that's
switch.
all they rap about.
With
And
the
see,
switch.
one of my youngsters, he had asked me, this was like a couple of months ago. He was like, "Man, OG, I don't even think you could spit no drill music or the type of stuff that we be writing and that we be spitting." I said, "Man, look, how you spit, I could do that freestyle
Right.
because that's just you on some rhyming lines, some rhyming beats. But when you take time and put thought to that pen and pad, like first of all, I guess the biggest problem for me is they don't have no aim. Like I give them a topic. I'm just speaking on my little homies. I ain't saying here all the youngsters, but I'm just saying my little homies. Like I like how we freestyle. I give them a topic, tell them freestyle on it, or we'll take a topic and be writing something about it. And the topic, let's say, is females.
Right.
It never fails. A gun's coming into play. So they beating somebody, choking somebody, they done stab somebody. I told them, I said, man, if you really living what you spit in your rhymes, bro, you became a serial killer by the end of the song.
Hey, you know what? I think you deserve to talk this hood stuff on Hood Hierarchy, man. We done screened you and you definitely got facts. Hold on, let me check in with the streets because they'll catch me in the streets somewhere and be like, "Yeah, I was trying to ask them something. And
you didn't even look at it.
You ignored me." I'm just finna pick it up, y'all. I'm sorry if I missed y'all. I'm finna pick it up. Kona said Chicago is the hood for show. He said Pop Goes the Weasel movie is Players Club.
No, it's older than that. It's like the 80s.
Yeah, I remember that.
I want to say it was
Oh, is you talking about King of New York?
I think it's King of New York.
Yeah,
King
I
of New
think
York.
that's what
I
Lawrence
think it's King of New
Fishburne.
York. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
I knew it's something about where motherfucker he like, I see it pop, go to motherfucker Wiz.
Yeah, I think that was Lawrence
I
Fishburne.
think that was King of New York. You might be right.
It was King of New York.
You might be right.
Big
But
Six
no,
said
matter of fact, it might be older than that.
older than that. I'm gonna find that out, man.
I don't know why Forrest Whitaker keep coming up to me.
Forrest Whitaker.
Like Forrest Whitaker was in the movie. Hold on, man. You finna hire me Google
y'all
it
do
now.
y'all research, y'all. Y'all do y'all research. Big Six said E40 is at the top of his list. Reginald McKinley, Big Fub in the building.
Daisy, shut up!
Fub said definitely E40. Yeah, everybody shouting out E40.
I see I ain't the only E40
Okay, now I got something new. This is a new screening one, y'all, that I came up with. I got to ask you a life question that people could use in life, right? So I want to know what you would do with this situation. If you fall out with a friend or a family member and you don't know why they stopped talking to you, you have no clue, and you know you didn't do nothing to them, would you call and apologize to them for not doing nothing to them?
Okay, wait a minute. Say that one more time.
If you fall out, if a friend or a family member just stops talking to you out of the blue, and everybody
Okay.
says, "Yeah, JoJo is mad at you," or "Sarah is mad at you," and you got no clue that you did anything to Sarah, would you call them and say, "Hey, man, I just love you, and whatever I did to you, I'm sorry. I'm not." If you didn't do nothing to him, would you call him and apologize just to keep the relationship going?
Nope. I'll pull up on them though.
Okay.
Because if it's that serious and I got that much love for them, I'm not gonna do it on the phone call.
Okay.
Because first of all, you accusing me of some shit I ain't do. Oh, dang, I keep forgetting about Kirk. But you accuse me of something I ain't do. So
Right.
therefore, I'm not going, because to me, I guess the phone call will be impersonal,
Okay.
if that makes sense. And if
Well,
it's
yeah.
to that, if it's to that degree, if it's to that degree where it's finna jeopardize our friendship, and this is a long-standing friendship, you know what I'm saying, 10, 20, 30 years type of deal, then yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Or I'm
So
gonna
you
tell you to
would
pull
try
up
to
on
see
me.
what to find out what the problem is with
Yep,
them.
yep, yeah, we gotta iron that out. If I've been
Yeah.
knowing you for 30 years, we've been friends, it ain't nothing we can't talk about.
I got you. That makes sense.
If it to that degree, then obviously we wasn't really friends like that then for 30 years.
I guess I gotta take it into consideration. See, y'all finna start being my counselors on here. Little do y'all know. I guess I could take that into consideration because if I didn't do nothing to you and you stop talking to me, we're just never gonna talk until you call me and then
Well,
got that off your chest.
well,
Never.
again, that depends on the relationship between you and that person. If that's really like, I guess how I look at it when I say a day one, you don't have to be somebody I've known for 30, 40 years to be a day one. When I say
I'm
you
with
my day one, that means you somebody when bullshit happen or when I need some assistance, you somebody I call. That means you my
right.
day one.
I'm with you. Near and dear. Somebody near and dear.
Okay.
Like I
Now,
only known
now,
Freddie for
now your
about
day
5
ones
years,
could
but that's my
I'm
man.
finna say your day ones could change. Now they could
Day
change
ones
because even day ones could break bad.
they can
Feel what
be
I'm saying?
bad.
But at the end of the day, if you one of my day ones, somebody I really fuck with, somebody that,
Right.
I talk to on a regular. I got about maybe 4, 5 niggas and
Right.
2, 3 of my homegirls that I talk to them on a daily basis. If they don't call me in 2, 3 days, I'm gonna hit them. Hey, what's up? If
Right.
I hit them 2, 3 times, 3, 4 days and went by a week, 2 weeks, and they ain't hit me back, respond to my messages, I'm knocking on their door. That's just me.
I definitely. What y'all think about that, streets? I definitely done fell out with people, man. And if I know I didn't do nothing to them, or they can't even tell me what I did to them, I just be like, forget it.
See, now that's where the key part is at. If you can't even tell me what I did to you, then
Right.
now we have a problem.
Right. I done
Because
had them.
when I pull up on you and be like, man, well, what are you mad for? What did I do?
Right.
You supposed to be, especially if we guys like that, or you
Right.
my bitch, whatever, you supposed to be able to break that down. Make it make sense. Real
Right.
talk. That's one of the next songs I'm finna drop. It's called Mims. Make it make sense. If you
I'm with
can't make it make sense, then why are you talking to me?
there we go. Let me see. Let me see what the streets say. Big Fub said, "No, if you can't holler at me, but he ain't coming." Dirty Red in the building. Detroit, Highland Park, Michigan is in here. Uh, he say real talk. Six say F him. Period. Now he matter.
Real talk. He ain't lying about that though. That's
He
what my
did
mom always said. Sometimes you hurt a person more by just cutting them off instead of doing something to them.
by cutting them off. So now let
Just
me
cut them
ask
off.
you, man. I didn't dance you all around with all this good stuff. How did you get into rapping, man?
Um, the short version or the long version?
However you want to run it, whatever the interesting version is.
I guess to give you the highlight good parts, I guess, is I always been rapping ever since I was 11, 12 years old. We used to do it in the city, standing on the corner, hustling, beating on the green mailbox. I know you remember them big green mailboxes. that they used to have on damn near every corner.
What's the first time you heard a rapper and you said, man, I could do that? Like what was like who was it?
Curtis Blow.
That's what. Oh man,
I
that's
still
what made
remember the
me know
rhyme.
I could do it.
I
Curtis
still remember the rhyme. It's Blowfly.
Blowfly, okay.
On the real. It's an
That's
old vinyl. My mom used to have it. Old 45.
right.
Because I used to have one of them TVs that had a record player at the top.
I
And you
remember.
know, your mama turn it into a table and
Right.
make you eat dinner on it.
Yeah, I remember that one. Mine was These Are the Breaks. When they used to come on, everybody be dancing. Well, man, I could do that. I know I could do it. So yeah, so you've been in since the beginning then, basically. So
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah,
So
I've been rapping for a minute, fam. Like,
when was
but
the
I
first time
just
you got in the studio? Like a real
that's what I was
studio?
just gonna say. That's what I was just gonna say. Now, originally for me, rapping was just a way to pass the time because we was bored on the block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then it got to a point, you know, I caught cases and went to jail. So then now you in prison. When you get to prison, everybody in prison rap. Even the guys that you don't think rap
Right.
in prison. They just might not let nobody hear they raps.
Are they good?
Some of them good, some of them bogus. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Now, unfortunately, I went to prison at an early age. You know what I'm saying?
What age you go to prison at?
I actually went to prison on my 18th birthday. I was in the Audi
Uh-oh.
home when I was 16, and
Right.
I had caught a gun charge, pistol case, and
Right.
I'm thinking I'm going home when I turn 18. Well, they had another story for me. No, when you turn 18, you're now an adult. You can no longer be housed in a juvenile facility, but you still got to
Right.
serve out the rest of your time because it's a violent offense.
Right. Okay.
But at the end of the day, my thing was like when I started actually rapping, I wasn't in the studio. I'm just saying, I'm in prison. I wanted to be the best on the yard. So what I
Right.
used to do was go to the yard and sit around, just listen to everybody rap, and then go in my room and compose my own.
Oh,
I
okay.
sharpened my tool. No, I never spit. Especially like the first 2 times I was in prison, to be honest, I never spit.
Right.
It was only when I was in '99 when I caught the 40-year charge and I
Ooh.
went to prison
Hold on.
because
Pause. 40 years.
yeah, I know, and everybody hears that, and the first thing they think is, "Damn, you supposed to be gone, put up, woo woo." No, see, you got to remember where I'm at. I'm in Iowa
Right.
now. I didn't know nothing about Iowa law when I caught the case. You know,
Right.
I'm from the city. You know, I'm only down here for one reason. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Well, not now, but at that time, I was only down here for one reason. You know what I'm saying? What's
You know
understood don't
what?
have to be explained.
Hold on. Before we get back to that, it's so crazy. Now, you did this in 99. It seems like to this day, I just been watching people go to Iowa and go to prison from Chicago to this day.
And it's crazy because you're right. Because people from out of town, not just Chicago, people from out of town come to Iowa and they're twice as hard. They give you twice as much time as they would give like somebody from Iowa.
Right. Okay.
Because you coming from out of town. You feel what I'm saying? But it was like I said, Iowa time is different. Now, I didn't know that when I first went down. When I first went down, I'm thinking like Illinois time
Right.
because I had did time in Illinois. So I'm thinking when they told me 40 years, boy, you put up. It's over. It's over. Well, Iowa don't work like that. They give you 40 years, right? But then they cut the 40 in half to 20. And then they tell you they want a third of a third.
Third of a third.
A third of a third is what you got to do in prison. So a third of 20 is what? 7, 6 and some change. And then a third of that is like 2.5 years.
Yeah, so.
But because I was acting a fool when I first went down, like I said, I'm thinking Illinois time. So they tell me 40 years. I'm figuring this is my life. So I got to set some standards and some rules. Right, I'm gone. I'm put up.
You got
So I
6
got to set
years,
some
but
standards and some guidelines right now. And
Right.
you know, I went in there on knucklehead status. You know, the young
You going in
Thundercat,
there? You going in there gelling?
gelling. I could have been out of there in 2.5 years. I did a month shy of 5 years the first time.
Wow.
Yeah, I did 4 years, 11 months. Man,
So,
didn't make it so bad. Didn't make it so bad when I get out after that. Now, mind you, I don't know nothing about Iowa. I'm from the
right.
city. You know what I'm saying? All my people up top. They tell me, well, you can't go back to the city because Chicago's too big of a city and we can't monitor your progress. So we're gonna make you go to a halfway house down here and get you an
Amazing.
apartment and all that type of stuff.
Let me ask you this. You know, I don't say gangs because Chairman Fred said we have to refer to them as street tribes. So in Iowa, what was the street tribes? You know, like what
Oh,
what the hip?
it's the same as the city. Only
Okay.
difference is it is a lot of Crips.
Okay, so they
That's
got
the only difference. But everything that's in the city down here too.
so as far as like with the Crips, do they click with anybody? Is it any clicking or like you know how we got people and folks?
Oh yeah. You know, because it's different. Like, see, with the Crip, it's different, you know, it's different types of Crips. You know, you got
Right.
90s, 60s. I don't know all, so I don't know the whole, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But certain Crips click with certain, you know what I'm saying, tribes, and certain tribes click with other tribes. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, at the end of the day, I'm not even gonna lie to you. For me, down here, they really don't have a clue. I'm just gonna keep it a band. It's a handful of thorough brothers and sisters down here. You know what I'm saying? From every tribe. But
Right.
if I put them all together, it might, out of 350,000 people that's down here, it might be 200 people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember I was in a town in Mississippi, and they was taking it serious. They was taking the mob stuff serious. This is about 2015, and they're moving like it's 1993, and I couldn't believe it, right? So they was taking it
All
real
right.
serious. So finally, I had to say, like, man, y'all ain't like it is in Chicago. So they thought I was saying that they was fake, but I wasn't saying that.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
I was like, y'all really more in tune than Chicago is, because y'all still following the old rules that was
The
the
old,
old
yep.
structure that was
Okay.
set up. I like it ain't like this in Chicago no more. You will go up there and get hurt, thinking
Right.
people is gonna rock with you because you folks or you vice lord or whatever. They don't care. It ain't like that no more. Once upon a time, you had a universal pass to do what you wanted to, but yeah. So I feel you. It's like they don't be having a clue because they think they doing what the motherland is doing, and the motherland got a whole nother set of rules.
Ain't even doing that no more.
Right. So it ain't even saying that they fake. It's just a whole nother set of rules. Y'all still taking it serious. When you would get jumped by Gangsta Stone, Vice Lord breeds in Chicago now, they don't care. Everybody clicks together. I don't even
Real
understand it.
talk.
They
Well,
be everything
I mean,
together.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I might live down here, but
Right.
I'm in the city. Like, I live in the city too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's just when I go to the city, I go where my people at, to the hundreds. You know, that's where I was born and raised. So that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's nowadays it's all about two things. If I can trust you, and the money.
Right.
Real talk. Now everybody think like, because Chicago is Chicago, that everybody in Chicago is grimy and everybody come from Chicago boating and gonna play you sideways and shady and all that. No, majority of the people that I know in Chicago, born and raised from Chicago, is straight up and down, stand up, grown ass men. Now at the end of the day, they may have some tribal situations or whatever going on, but at the end of the day, they grown men first.
Right.
As long as you approach it like that with respect and trust and honesty as a grown man, I ain't got no reason to lie to you. If you ask me a
Right.
question, I'm gonna tell you the facts. Whether I hurt your feelings or not, guess what? You asked the question.
Yeah,
So
that's
be
the
man
question.
enough to accept the answer.
I got
You
to
know what I'm saying?
let me check in with the streets because I saw something funny pop up. Big Fub said they gave my brother 50 years in Iowa. And Tay Bailey said, come to Iowa on vacation and get
Patient
stuck
get
on
stuck on
parole
probation.
probation.
Yeah.
How long do they do probation out there?
Pro
Parole.
sheet. Listen, it's usually you won't do no more than like 4 to 5 years on parole, depending on like how much time you got or whatever. But they can keep like extending it because what they do, like with me, okay, I caught 40 years in 99, but I only did that month shy of 5. Now they give you good time, which is 1.2 days for every day. So that turned my 40 into like 18 years and 2 months or something like that. Now all I done did is 5 years. I still got 13 years hanging over my head. So the maximum they can make me do paper is 5 years. But if I keep messing up on the paper, or let's say I drop dirty, or I don't have a job and can't pay my fines or whatever, they can keep extending it, keep extending it, keep extending it, keep extending it, and keep you on there for the rest of that 13 years. Now at the end of that 13 years, they just have to unsuccessfully discharge you because you done did your time. They can't keep you after that, but they can keep pushing yours out. So
Right.
for
So
me,
opposed to
that's
Illinois, that 4 years you done most of the time anyway. They gonna give you that 3-4 years, but they
right.
still holding it over your head. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
If you messing up, they can just keep extending it. Okay.
Cause see, that's how they keep you in line while you're in prison. Because if you let's say you catch like I caught a 40, automatically when I got there, they cut it in half, make it 20. Tell me I only
Right.
got to do a third of a third. Your tentative discharge date is 3 years from now. Wait a minute, I got 40 years, but my tentative discharge is 3 years. Okay,
Right.
3 don't sound so bad when you put 40 first.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But how they keep you in line is if you act a fool in prison, or you get into a fight, or you get a major report for anything, like let's say you got some hooch or some drugs or anything, you do anything wrong, they take good time. So now you're gonna be there long.
Right.
And that's what I did because I didn't know. Because they don't tell you that when down here, when you get locked up, they don't tell you that they cutting your time in half or how to
Right.
read your time comp sheet or none of that. They don't tell you none of that. They just toss you in there, and if you don't know nobody in there, then that's your ass.
Let
You
me
better
ask you
look it
this:
up.
how different was? And you know what? I done talked to this guy, y'all, for hours on the phone, and we didn't even talk about prison. So it ain't like he looked one of them who, what they call that, institutionalized.
Oh no,
So,
hell no.
but I just know people need to hear this. So like, how different was the prison? Cause did you do prison in Illinois too, or just Iowa?
Yeah, in Illinois. My first prison time
Okay.
was in Illinois.
How different was the two?
The difference, the biggest difference was Illinois time was more physical and Iowa time was more mental. Because in Illinois, you know, you got to be guarded. You got to be, you know what I'm saying? Everybody think like when you go to prison, okay, you got to be this like super tough, super hard person, and it ain't that. You just got to be guarded. You can't open the door for no kind of BS, for no kind of people to get over, because in prison it don't matter whether in Illinois or Iowa, you got the worst of the worst and the best of the best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The worst of the worst when it comes to crime and criminals, but you also got the best of the best when it comes to crime and criminals.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So you got to be guarded, and that was the biggest thing in Illinois, because I was only locked up in Joliet, but then I was moved to what's that? I think it's Harrisburg or Harrison or whatever. But I was only there for like a week for them to transition me because I was leaving me. But I did majority of my time in Joliet. This was way back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Before they closed it down. But at the end of the day, down here, it's not so much as you got to be guarded or the physical part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because like people walk the yard with their flip flops. You know what I'm saying? Like You ain't walking around all the day with a sword on you. You know what I'm saying? Like
They don't want that time added back to them, so they gonna
well, and it ain't even that. It's just that it's not even that you know, when in Rome, you do as the Romans do. So so like you only gonna do that if it's the need or a cause for you to do that.
Okay.
There was no need for you to be guarded like that down here because they ain't on the type of time that they own in the city. You feel what I'm saying? When you go to the prison in the city, automatically you gotta check in.
Right.
Not check in the PC. You gotta check in with the inmates, if you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as you get off the bus, they already know who you are, where you from, where you the whole 6ix9ine. So you better not get off the bus and lie.
Right.
Because that's gonna mean you really gonna have to check in for real. And that's when you're gonna have to check in. You know what I'm saying? It's different in the city. Whereas down here, when you get off the bus, if you don't know nobody in there, boy, you by yourself. You just in there. Ain't no check-in, ain't no none of that. You know what I'm saying? But psychologically, these people mess with you because you never know precisely when you coming home. And that's the biggest difference. In the city, when I caught my case, when I went down, when they sent me to Joliet, I knew exactly when came out the courtroom, I knew exactly when I was going home. I knew my out date.
I get it. Right.
Down here, you just know when you eligible for parole.
Right. And
Now that don't mean they're gonna give you a parole. You just eligible.
Right.
And see, that's the thing. A lot of the brothers, for lack of a better word, don't know these big words and they don't take the time to research and investigate. So then when these white folks is hitting them with this stuff, hitting them with this paperwork, and they wonder why they don't know what's going on because they gave you the paperwork.
Right.
Read the paperwork. You don't read the paper. No, we ain't gonna tell you nothing. You better read the paperwork.
Figure it out on your own.
Figure it out.
So when did you get out and take rapping professionally?
When I actually took it serious and took it professionally was 2012.
Okay.
2012. And it's messed up to say, but my best friend passed away. I called him my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Because he might as well have been my little brother, my brother from another mother. You know what I'm saying? And he passed away. Actually, it gave me an awakening because he was 33, had a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? 2 years younger than me at the time. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he always said, bro, you cold, bro, you cold. Like, and I'd always tell him, no, you cold. He'd be like, bro, look, I could spit, but bro, you cold. You need to take it serious. And I never took it serious. And then when he passed away, and show you how good God is, he passed away. One of his good friends came to my house and just gave me a whole studio.
Oh, wow.
Like literally the laptop, the software programs, the mic stand, everything. He just gave it to me. He was moving somewhere or going somewhere. And he was like, man, I ain't trying to take all this stuff. He was like, you want it? I was like, hell yeah. He was like, here go the disc and everything to show you how to load it and how to do it and all that. Pull out the bam. And from that point on, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it serious. And I did a lot of.
I'm gonna make him rap. Your homie say you ain't got no excuses. He said
exactly because by this time everybody knows that I rap because I done wrote so many rhymes, especially from being in the joint and coming home. You know, when you locked up and you locked down in that cell, especially when you by yourself. I mean, you know, that's when that's when your artistic part come out, or either you go crazy. One of them.
Gotcha. So how many albums have you dropped?
So far, 3 albums. But well, 2 really, because one of them's a mixtape.
Okay.
The Plugged in the Streets mixtape. But none of them
available online?
No. The only thing that's available online right now is the promo songs that I've been doing since I've been out this last time. I got out in 2022 and been out ever since. And I'm actually putting forth the effort. Huh?
Why are you waiting to put the other songs out? You just like to keep them in your computer, in your phone?
Well, the biggest thing.
Drop it.
The biggest thing is I'm really just waiting to get off of parole. That's what I've been waiting on. Because I can't go do no tour. I can't go to Atlanta or Texas and go do no shows. You know what I'm saying? Because my PO officer is not going to authorize it if the show is anywhere where they're selling alcohol. Well, guess what? At most shows, what's the main beverage?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you just
So
wait till you all the way free can
till
move
I'm
around.
discharged. Once they discharge me, then I can move around. Then that's when I'm a flood the market.
No, I'm with you, man, because some people put up stuff and they ain't got no fan base at all. Because like you say, you got to be able to promote that stuff. People don't believe that.
That's it.
You got to be able to promote it. Like me, I like my 100 fans or whatever it is, but I had to make myself accessible to them. They got to see me moving and grooving. If they say, "Oh, he don't do nothing but go to work from 9 to 5 and then come watch the baby," and that ain't what they want. That ain't what sell records.
Surely don't want to see that.
I feel you.
Well,
You got
see, and
anything?
that's why I've been kind of like being stagnant on how I, drop a song, drop a video. I mean, like, honestly, and I ain't gonna lie, my producer, the one that got me on that. Oh, shout out to O. Official, one of the Crucialist producers and Crucialist beat makers. Yeah, that's my man's. That's who I consult on anything music.
He
But
gonna have to come and chop it up with us too.
most definitely, I could surely probably get him on here. No problem.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, what was the question again? I just forgot.
No, you was just telling us why you ain't dropped it yet about the promo.
Oh, okay. No, what he said was, he was like, you wanna build the buzz.
Right.
You want to build the buzz. He was like, so you don't want to be every month drop a song, every month drop a song, or every 2 months drop a song, or every 3 months drop a song. No, you want to drop a couple songs and you want to fall back for a little bit. And you drop a song and you drop a video. But he was like, and don't take this the wrong way, but he was like, majority of society nowadays is ADHD. So if you don't give them a visual with the audio, you're not going to get as much promotional publicity.
Mm-hmm.
So where I'm at,
I'm going to tell you something. Now, I normally charge y'all for this consultation, so y'all could just cash at me. But here's the problem with you. You dropped that Chi-Town anthem. See, you dropped that Chi-Town anthem, and you was spitting. See, if you was gonna come soft, then yeah, we could have waited. But I really think whatever you drop right now without a visual, if somebody go in to listen to you, they just gonna listen to everything you got up there. So you kinda
never
ready.
thought of that. I never thought of that.
After listening to the Chi-Town anthem, there's no way nobody can listen to anything else you got to say. So you need to get it out your phone, get it out your it's too
a hard drive.
It's too much nowadays. It's too easy to release music nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And it's like once it gets to going, people go. But let me ask you this: do you have a song with Freddie C, the bricklayer, yet?
No, and I'm mad about it. So
Good.
help
I'm mad.
me.
I don't have one with them too.
Listen, and I'm gonna say this on Hood Hierarchy, so y'all know. Help me get Freddie the Bricklayer collab in the booth. OGSin and Freddie the Bricklayer.
Me, you, and Freddie C gonna do a song together.
Oh,
And
that's even better. Me, you, and Freddie C. I'm with that.
We on your ass, Freddie C.
Be on your ass. Hey, listen, and the crazy part about that is me and Freddie supposed to did a song 10, 15 years ago.
That's it. I'm gonna get a track over. We gonna get on top of that. We gonna get on top of that. Let me see. Let me check in with the streets one more time before we get up out of here, man.
Most definitely.
We got out. He's here. Freddie C is here. He said, "I see you, bro. Freddie C here." Okay,
that's what's up. Love, bro.
Freddie C in the building, my guy.
Freddie C in the building.
Straight from Iowa, y'all. Straight from Iowa. He say, hold on. Crystal Washington said, you still should drop it and get the songs cracking. Shouts out to Crystal Washington, aka Crystal Meth. She said, and get the songs cracking, and people know then that heat up for a performance. Yep, that's all what I was telling, because he got some good stuff.
Exactly.
And she said the way social media is now, you can still promote. But I understand that being on parole and probation though, because boy, they do love to say, "What you talking about? What you doing in that video?" So I feel you. That kind of be that little thing over your shoulder. So you
Yep,
know, I
that
feel
monkey on your back.
that monkey on your back. I feel you. Uh, Tay Bailey said yes. The Chi-Town anthem go hard. Don't it go hard? Um, Taz the Great said, Big Bro, my guy on the interviews, 100. Yes, go crazy, saying, love Big Bro for show. For show.
Love, fams, love.
Big Six said, he right about prison in Illinois. Freddie C, the big bricklayer said, yes, yeah, Freddie C, no more. I'm finna get a track over to y'all. If I have to roll a studio up to your front door, you getting on this song. And we doing video. And we
Hey,
doing video.
oh, the real.
So, yeah. Definitely, man. Tell everybody how to find you, man. And you gonna, like Big Six just said, this is above me. This comes from the higher up, the hood hierarchy fam. Big Six said, we gotta interview you again. So when the streets tell me something, it has to happen. So with that
Most
being
definitely.
said, how can they find you? Tell them where to find you.
You can check me out on all the social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, EvilN OGSin.
Spell it for them for those who don't know how to spell.
Well, all you gotta do is spell evil, EVIL, with the letter N behind it, and then OG sin, SIN. So when you fornicating, fabricating, doing all that extra stuff you ain't supposed to be doing, that's me.
That's
But
it. That's
at the
it.
end of the day, check out that Chi-Town anthem. It's on YouTube right now, doing some good numbers. I also got another one on there called Woofing. I made that for all those in the hood that like to talk about stuff they really ain't doing. We all done been there. And the next one coming out is suckerism. I'm inaugurating a new word. It's called suckerism. And that means the participating in or the condoning of any kind of sucker, fake, or snake activity. You don't have to do it yourself, but if you condone it and you don't say nothing about it, you don't check it, then you're a victim of suckerism.
Suckerism. Hey man, I appreciate you, dog. I really appreciate you.
I
Me,
appreciate you too, bro.
me and
And
you
we're
been
gonna do
locked in.
we gonna get that song popping.
Oh, Freddie C it's over with. Freddie C
ASAP.
joint is over with. We got him. We gonna make that happen. Video too. But I
Most definitely.
appreciate you. You know, I'm glad you've been hanging in there with me, man. You understand what I be doing. I understand what you be doing, man. Nothing but
Most
love,
definitely.
man. We finna
Always
get it.
love, bro.
We
And we're
finna
gonna
get
do
it.
it again.
We gonna do it again. So everybody, make sure y'all check out EvilN OGSin. You get it?
Most definitely.
So hit that like, hit that share, hit that everything.
Run it up.
Uh, everybody that rock with us, I ask y'all this every time, and y'all don't do it, include you, Sin. When this is over, go on YouTube and leave a comment. Leave a comment
Most
on the
definitely.
YouTube.
Most
Everybody
definitely.
who rock with us, go to YouTube and leave a comment. I don't care if it's a 100. I don't care if it's a thumbs up. Just leave a comment. It's all about that algorithm. Crystal Washington, I'm waiting on you. You should have been on the show. You should have been here. So, now with that being said, man, we here in every episode one way and one way only. I ask you, what's your hood? And you tell me the hood, and we out of here. So, with that being said, oh, my bad. You got to give me a hood hierarchy drop. You got to give me a hood hierarchy drop. Shout out hood hierarchy. Shout out your city. Tell them who you is. Give us the drop.
Most indubitably. Shout out to Hood Hierarchy, EvilN OGSin in the building, in the place. My man's Uncle Beats, Real Talk, and Chi-Town, Southside, Wild Hunters, all day, every day.
Perfect. So with that being said, y'all, I gotta say something else. This was his first interview, and I got it. I got this. It starts here.
History in the
I
making,
love
baby.
being there in the beginning. I love being there in the beginning. When they get great, they remember. People be like, how is he with so and so? Because I was there in the beginning helping out. That's
Beginning,
how.
baby.
So
Most
salute
definitely.
to you, brother. So when I ask you, what's the hood? What's your hood?
Southside, Wild Hunters, Chi-Town, baby. The one and only.